Hey, everybody.
Hey, welcome back to episode number 6. This episode is all about traditions and the importance of them in our relationship and the ones we've created over the years that are important to us and to our families.
Absolutely.
All right, so here we go.
The universe brought us together,
That we know.
and together we want to share that story with you.
As well as all of the practices we do to keep our relationship thriving.
Because to us, it feels like our life is a honeymoon.
We want that same joy for all of you. I'm Tim.
I'm Amy, and this is our podcast. Okay, so when we are talking about traditions, we're talking about fun ways that we choose to celebrate special moments and special days throughout the year that give us and sometimes the kids something to look forward to as the year progresses.
Yes, these things were things that we've created together as a couple, and also things that maybe I did before I met Amy with my own family, and things that maybe she did before I came into the picture that that we continued along with her kids, and then with me coming into the picture.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've created a really, I think a really special, maybe call it schedule that kind of throughout the year, we have really sweet things to look forward to. So we thought we would share some of those with you. And if any of them resonate, maybe you want to include them in your own life. Yeah.
I really like the way that it helps us slow down and reconnect throughout the year. It's one of the main
Very
things
important.
that we do. And so you wanna get us?
Yeah, well, I think my favorite, because I invented it, is
During our relationship.
yes, during our relationship. I'm going to backtrack for just a second. So I, over the past few years, have started to try to live as intentionally as possible. And that means as we go through the year, just feeling what feels really busy, what feels really open, and then looking at where we can plot things and where we might need things. And I started to realize that after the holidays, we are exhausted, as is the rest of the world. And there's just kind of that gray area before the next year really gets rolling, that, that time when you don't even really know what day it is, but things are about to gear up. And I thought, why don't we take some time as a couple and connect in something that I call sleep vacation, or we call sleep vacation.
That's not code word for anything.
No. Well, I mean, and it also could be. Anywho, last year's sleep vacation was a true success. We went to Sedona and Tim proposed to me. So
Yes.
I can't wait to see what you have in store for this one. But you did good. All joking aside, so sleep vacation is just something that we use to sleep, to restore, to go somewhere that's kind of quiet where, maybe we'll do some outings, but we could spend the entire day in our PJs. We can take naps. We can watch movies if we're not too big in the TV technology sometimes, but just take some time to connect, to go within. We do a lot of meditation and journaling and just breathing and kind of a nervous system reset before we get back to, I don't want to say the chaos, because I don't want to manifest that, but life gets busy. It kicks off. People are running.
The grind, as they say.
Also not or is it? So anyways, sleep vacation is the first thing that I very much look forward to it every year. And this year we're going to Hilton Head in South Carolina. Disney has a resort there, and because we are Disney Vacation Club owners, we can stay for free, even though we pay for the membership. So since we do have a wedding that we are planning, we're trying to keep costs kind of low this year. So that's how Hilton Head won.
Yeah. I'm really excited about this one. My sister, Kim, if you're watching or listening,
Kim.
she's been there a lot. I just remember before I was even a DVC member, she would always talk about Hilton Head. And now it's crazy that, we'll be going there.
I know. I'm excited. I'm very excited. And we have some friends up in that direction, so it's going to be a really great trip.
Yeah. Just looking forward to, as we're consistent. Like just this month already feels so insane, and we're getting closer to Christmas, and it'll just be nice to really just let all that, you know, just we have that planned, and that's like the finish line almost.
Yeah, the light at the end of the tunnel. And the best part for me is just 24/7 time together, where we really just get to enjoy each other's company, and I really love that a lot. It's a great way to kick off the new year. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'll take the next one
Yeah,
here.
go for it. Yes.
So after the sleep vacation, we are moving along, and Valentine's is always something that we look forward to, but we also don't go too crazy because Christmas just happened, and then the sleep vacation, and so we do definitely we go to Disney. I'll just start there.
Yeah.
So
Spit it
Disney
out.
is back in the picture at the beginning of the year, and it's just another. We get each other, I think, small gifts.
Yeah.
Nothing too big.
Yeah.
Because of it, I feel like it's crazy that it's so close to just Christmas just happened.
Yeah. Neither of our love languages are gifts. I think for me, I get like a 0, and I don't think
I
yours
enjoy
is.
giving gifts,
Yes, he is the best gift giver ever.
but it's kind of its own thing. The gift giving isn't really a love language. I don't know. It's kind of a separate topic.
Yeah. It is totally a separate topic. But the point is, for me, I'd rather have quality time spent together, doing something, going somewhere, having your undivided attention. So
Yeah, and so we definitely make it a point to spend some time together on that day, and it's usually just an overnight, something kind of small-ish, and then we
you call the Grand Floridian small.
compared to some other things we do.
Yeah, correct. Yes. I think, side note, when we came up for the name of our podcast, it was before we even were thinking about creating a name for the podcast. And I think we were talking about our honeymoon and where we're going to go. And Tim was like, our whole life is a honeymoon. And I mean, it really is. Going to Hilton Head, we're going to the Grand Floridian.
The next month, yeah.
The next month after that, we're going to the Polynesian. But, I love it. It keeps us really connected, and it's something that we love to do together. But anyways, moving on to the next one. You want me to take that one away? Okay. So we are blessed that we are both May babies, and our birthdays are exactly 2 weeks apart. So another tradition that we have is generally, if it works out, taking the weekend in between our birthdays.
My birthday is May 25th.
Mine's May 11th. So we try to do something, we do something special for our birthdays. We always celebrate us. And as we were kind of thinking about this episode, we noted that we've had a lot of concerts that, praise the Lord, have fallen on our birthday time. So last year, was it last year?
Yeah, last year.
Last year?
It was my idea. I love the band AC/DC. Not as much as I did when I was a kid, younger, but they were coming to town, and it was in between our birthdays. And so we made a little trip out of it, and it was amazing.
Yeah. We saw them in Tampa, and then we drove that night to Disney.
Yeah, it was a
Spent
lot.
2 nights in whatever. It was the best ever. But another year we went to California, and because Red Hot Chili Peppers were playing on my exact right? It was on my birthday. No, was it
Might
my
have been
actual
around
birthday?
it. I don't think it was.
Whatever. And then another year Interpol was playing. So we've done thank you, bands. We will welcome you mid-May. Any bands that we love, please, we will go see you. But that's something that, whether or not there's concerts involved, we definitely make sure that we take a couple nights to really just be, all in. But that's not the only way we celebrate our birthdays. Go
I'm
ahead with the next one.
excited to talk about.
Yeah, this one you get to talk about.
The decorations. So when I was growing up, if my parents are listening, hello, they the tradition that they helped get started for me in my life was decorating for Christmas, and that includes just the streamers, balloons.
For Christmas?
Oh, sorry, for my birthday. There's just so many holidays. And so once I moved down here to Florida from Seattle, Amy had a birthday, and I think yours was the first birthday because I moved down here in February.
Yeah.
So yours was the first one.
The first one in rotation.
And I was like, are you guys decorating? And so the kids are very, very young at this point, 11 and 8. And And so we did something kind of small. It was the first time, just a couple balloons and maybe a streamer or two. But just over time, it's kind of ramped up into like a big production where we surprise each other the night before or the day of if I'm going to work, or I don't really know. It kind of just depends on the situation. But we always really go all out and try to pick a theme or a color scheme that we know the other person will enjoy. And it's just a really thoughtful, intentional way of showing love. We do this for each other and then also the children.
Yeah, so I mean, thank you for, I don't even remember what I did for the kids before. I mean, I grew up and I mean, there were a couple streamers and balloons also. I think I would just probably get the kids helium balloons or whatever, but yeah, now it's like a Broadway show of decor. But it's so fun. It is so, for me, I love setting it up for you and for the kids and having the birthday person, whether it's kids coming home from school or you coming home from work, or it's just super fun. But I want you to keep taking it away because of the other decorating that you...
Mother's Day?
Yes.
Yes. So there was a... Amy's birthday is May 11th, and Mother's Day is usually the next day, or the same day, or it kind of fluctuates, correct?
It's not usually the next day. Mother's Day is always on a Sunday, and so it just depends where.
Yeah.
It's always very close.
So there are times, I don't think we did it every time, but sometimes we'll take everything down from one holiday and then just redo a different theming for Mother's Day, getting new, just to show, because she kind of gets... just everything is crammed, and we don't want to.
For years, it was one day.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the children and they were young, but you know what? I want my 2 holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. I'm gonna say it's funny. My stepmom, her birthday is May 9th, and so it's like she's had the same issue.
And my aunt also, my aunt Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely tried to separate the two with the little sliver of time that we can, and just it takes a lot of effort, but she definitely, I know she...
Oh my God. The first, I think the first time that you ever did it, my birthday was first. And I mean, Tim, by the way, is an amazing decorator.
Star helps a lot. And
yeah, but
my daughter.
Yeah, you are better than me. You're very, very good with the decor. Well, so anyways, it's always... I don't want to say balls to the wall because that might not be appropriate, but that's what I'm going to say. It's always balls to the wall. Oops. And I think it was 2 years ago, 2, 3, I don't know. But so the next day was Mother's Day, and I woke up to like a completely different decor. And I mean, it doesn't take 5 or 10 minutes to put this stuff up. It takes a couple hours. So I was blown away, and it really felt so good to be honored that way. And to, I mean, I don't want to sound like a baby, but, you know, because you're already being honored for your birthday, but it really felt meaningful, and it felt like I was really seen, because I had said to Tim, you know, over the years, it's just kind of a bummer. Like, I wish my birthday and Mother's Day weren't the same, because so many women get to be celebrated twice, and I was just, you know, one day. So
yeah, a little lumping.
Yeah. So thank you from that point forward, and I think the kids just didn't really know any better, and I think now they're super conscious of that. So thank you. Thank you for bringing that into our lives.
And just another side note of the whole decorating thing. I remember Star, she was talking about, you know, your daughter Star was talking about decorating for James, and like she's starting to bring that tradition into...
You're right about that. Yeah, so Star has a boyfriend, James, very sweet. And so yeah, she brought that tradition, and then she requested that he bring that tradition for her birthday. And so... poor guy didn't know what he was getting himself into, but he set up all the balloons and everything. Yeah. And then Star was like, she called on her birthday morning, and he did a great job, but you know, it's like she had that tradition for so many years, and she was like, I feel really sad that I didn't ask to come on my birthday morning for breakfast like we always do, you know, because I always make a nice breakfast for everybody's special day.
Yeah, you ask what we want. That's
and they live together, so it didn't even dawn on me. And so I was like, okay, honey, be here in an hour. And we've got some, we try not to own too much, but we got some bins of decoration. We whipped that, we jumped out of bed, whipped it out, and we just like splattered
Yeah.
decor everywhere, cooked up a quick breakfast, and thank God the night before I had already wrapped her gifts because she was going to come over later in the day, so she had her mountain of gifts. And but anyways, yeah, you're right about that, that it's special to pass something positive on to the next generation. You know, sometimes a generation passes on negative things to the next generation, so that's really beautiful to just see
Yeah,
that something
it's
that grew
happening
from
already,
our
yeah.
love. Yeah, that is a little bit of a tearjerker. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that. Anyways, so our next one.
So we talked about the birthdays, and we're going to anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, so September 7th, I'm having a brain
Yes.
fart. 7th?
Number 7.
Yeah, and it's just somewhere on camera, and it's on my nerves.
It's
But,
okay, honey, it's okay.
well, yeah, so September 7th, we always,
That's our anniversary.
yes, get ahead of myself here. We
Yeah.
always, make it a point. We're not the type of couple that just, an anniversary is just a day of flowers or of something small.
Oh no, it isn't.
And so we just always do something different. I'm drawing a blank. I need some help here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, for our anniversary, we generally go to Disney. But they're really special trips because, so we have Disney Vacation Club, but even before, like, we don't spend a ton of money on a lot of things, but for me, Disney resort hotels are my favorite places to be. So we always go to like an extra nice resort and enjoy. We try to go for a couple nights, and again, really it's just the quality time. It's the quality time in our favorite place.
Yeah. It's like I said, like our life is a honeymoon, and so all these events, just they're just so amazing that they happen so often that it's like I'm drawing a blank on that. Like, all right, we just went to Disney, and then we're going to Disney again, and so
I'm the travel planner, so I've got all the itineraries,
yeah.
and then Tim's just ready to pack and go again.
But another thing just to mention is it's these things are just happening always. That it's like we can rely on them. I just like that like we both know that this is coming up, and there's never a time where one person is like doing it all, or one other person is. It's always a team effort. Like, all right, this date's coming up, and we have our calendar check that we've talked about, and it's always it's just like built in. And
yeah, I think we mentioned this in a previous episode, but not only do we do a weekly calendar check, but in the beginning of the year we do an annual. Maybe we haven't brought that up yet,
That'll
but
be, I think,
yeah,
another
regardless, yes. So we sit down and we look at an annual calendar. We kind of plot out all of these special dates and the exact dates for the trips and whatnot. So I guess particularly me, I'm not a real wing it kind of gal. And plus with the DVC, we have to book it 7 months in advance. So you have to know what you're doing. But anyways, it does feel good to know, life gets busy and there's ups and downs, but we always know we're going to have that special thing to look forward to. So that feels really good. Were you finished on our anniversary? Yes, which we recently celebrated our 8-year. This is dating anniversary. So we will be getting married in the same year that we would celebrate our 10-year dating anniversary. So, yeah.
Start the clock over.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll have two celebrations. So anyways, one tradition that I love is our Thanksgiving tradition. So I am divorced, if that's not obvious already. And so my children's dad lives in the area, and he has family here, and my kids love family time, big family. So they are very happy to go with their dad, and so that leaves us with, other than the kids, we don't have family here. So we use the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of Thanksgiving to go and recharge. So normally we go, and we just came back from this year. Actually, if you look on our social media, our Life is a Honeymoon official on Instagram, and I think on the Facebook also, I have a reel that shows it, but we have this tiny cabin up in North Florida that we go to every year, and it's amazing. We go, technology is to the side for the most part, and we build fire. Tim builds fires, I roast marshmallows, and we just really get some good downtime and connection. And another tradition, though, actually, that we started 2 years ago, we were like, wow, this is great, but we're missing all the Black Friday sales. And so now it's kind of like a gift to our future selves. Black Friday, we stay cozy, we stay in our PJs, and after we've done our resting and we feel ready, like that afternoon, we just kind of cozy up together across from each other so we can't see. We bring our computers, and we get 90% of our Christmas shopping done online in that beautiful environment. So it kind of goes against the no technology, but what it does is gift future us in December peace, because we are not scrambling and we save money, and it feels so good.
Yeah. The thing about the Black Friday is it's very intentional and it's planned.
Yes.
And so it's like not just we're on our phones. It's like one person's doing it, one person's not. It's like, hey, let's unify for this chunk of time on this day, and it helps get the ball rolling for what becomes Christmas shopping, and it helps us, and it just feels really good, and it also is just part of it's like a tradition within the tradition. And just another thing I'll mention from that is we always bring board games, and we've had some fun playing games. I think we colored that one time last year.
We brought coloring, yeah.
And though I just remember really enjoying that moment of coloring with you. I remember I had the Disney one.
Yeah.
And I don't really, that was before I think Calm Coloring. And so
I lead an adult coloring club with beautiful markers and art supplies, but it's a great place, to do crafting. Or this year, 2 years ago, Tim bought me the Game of Life Disney edition. And
I think it might have been last year.
I just hate to say that life gets so busy, but it does. I don't want it. I want to change that. That is an intention. But anyways, we hadn't played it yet, but because it takes a long time to set up and read and learn. But we had a fantastic time. I think for me, it was like probably the highlight of the trip was we played it outside on our picnic table. It was a little bit chilly out in our PJs.
And it was another thing. I was actually going to do a little bit of podcasting work, and you're like, hey, I really want to play this game before you get into that.
Yeah.
And you sat outside and set it up, and you were just like, my inner child is so happy.
I used to play Life a lot as a little one.
It was, you had that request, and I kind of set my things to the side for a moment, and then we really, and I was just, at first I was like, oh my God, I got to do this thing. But then we got into it, and to me, it was the number one highlight of that trip. And
anytime our inner children play together, it really is one of the most beautiful pieces of our relationship for me. And one quick thing I want to go back to on that Black Friday shopping, another tradition that maybe this will help somebody if they don't already do this, we do Christmas lists.
Oh, yeah.
And so that is a tradition that we have, our kids, Star and Phoenix, have, and I got that from my family. And thankfully, my family does the same thing. And I don't know how people navigate Christmas or any holiday without knowing what somebody wants. So that's a great thing, because we have a deadline before Black Friday that everybody's lists are due. And then it makes it nice because, we're able to talk about who's going to get what on whose list. And it's just a really easeful.
It takes the guesswork.
Yeah.
And possible disappointment. I mean, it's okay to give a gift that the person, it's just going to happen.
Surprises too.
But let's say you give me a list with 10 things. I'm like, all right, these are the things she's looking for. It could also help me get an idea of a different, from the same theme of a different gift. It's like, oh, this person likes the Green Bay Packers, and I can just work with that. And then, but it's just something, my family, next year, send me lists.
It really is a gift to the person that wants to give you a gift, if you let them know what you'd like for a gift.
But it's all good.
Truly.
All good.
Yeah, absolutely. So
just another thing about the cabins, we talked about switching it up sometimes.
Yes.
And so we don't always, it's not so rigid where, like, if something is happening where we need to shift it, so these traditions aren't set in stone.
Yeah, for any of them. They could all shift.
Yes, and so just it feels good to know that these are very, very predictable, but also we're not
adjustable
Yeah.
if need be.
Yeah, so next year we're not going to be going to the cabins.
Yes, we decided to utilize the cabin for sleep vacation instead. We go for 3 nights now, and it just doesn't feel like enough. We love it so much we don't even leave the cabin. And there's all these springs everywhere, and we're like, should we go hiking? Should we go to the? No, it's just so your soul. It is just such a reset. So also because we're trying to save money for our wedding, so the cabins are affordable. So this year coming up for Thanksgiving, we're going to go to Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, but do the same kind of restorative experiences there as well, because that's a very calming resort. Yeah.
All right. Well, I
So
think
that wraps up our year.
so that and then Christmas, but we don't need to. We kind of actually already went into that a little bit, so that was nice to kind of touch on Christmas.
Yeah. That's true. So yeah, a lot of people have their own Christmas traditions. So yeah, I don't think we need to cover that.
And so just to kind of wrap it all up, the reason we're talking about this traditions topic is because it's become like a foundational part of our life, of the children's lives. Like you've already talked about, they're bringing it into their own separate things.
Something everybody can count on.
And it's stability. It's like a stability also for the children. And I remember you talked about even before I was in the picture, you were like intentionally creating traditions for the children, like watching the Macy's Day Parade on Thanksgiving. But now that they're a little bit older,
they're
not
things
around
change,
as
and
much.
I mean, we made gingerbread houses, we carved pumpkins. They're not really too into that now, but yes, when I got divorced, they were small. They were 3 and 6, and I was like, oh boy, okay, got to start new and create traditions that they're going to look forward to year after year, and it worked.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes I think you'll even think like, oh, they don't care about this anymore, but then Phoenix will be like, hey, are we going to be doing this? Or Star will kind
Correct.
of like,
Yeah.
it's like they don't mention that they're looking forward to it until it's like we maybe think they're not into it. We're not going to do it, but then so it's kind of tricky.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But really, just cool to see how it's affected them in a positive way, and then there's just another intentional way to love each other throughout the year. I mean, all these things is pretty much the name
100%.
name of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Do you feel complete on
Yeah.
the topic? Yeah. So we usually we end our podcast with something a little bit lighter, maybe a way to get to know us better. And so we have decided to title this Happily Ever After for Today. And this is just a cute little thing that we're going to put into the endings of our podcast. And so we wanted to talk about our honeymoon moment for the week. And we kind of talked about it before our podcast. Again, I think it's obvious we try to be super intentional with this relationship. And so we both agreed that our honeymoon moment for the week, yesterday, even though the holidays are so busy, there's lots to do, it is really important to just take some time, set aside with your partner, and create a special space. Oh, you're so cute. And so yesterday we did a day date to,
Well, guess where?
well, we went to Disney, you guys, but it was fantastic. We actually went with not a lot on the docket. And we went to Magic Kingdom, and the main intention was really to look at lights.
The decorations are
Lights. Decorations is what I mean. But lights, decorations.
merch.
Oh yeah. This guy, he likes a gift shop more than me. I like it. He loves it. But the Christmas merch was cute to look at, and it just felt really good. And then our favorite restaurant on Disney property is called Boma. It's in the Animal Kingdom Lodge. It is delicious, and that's kind of our special place. So we did like a Tim and Amy quiet, let's step away from everybody Christmas celebration day, and it felt really good.
Yeah.
My cup is very full.
Yeah, there were several parts throughout the day where I just remember connecting where, I can't remember right off the top of my head now, but I just remember like looking in your eyes and like we're doing it and like being very present with each other and just enjoying the moment. And for our anniversary, I remember this is another thing that really filled my cup. So from September, Amy gave me a gift of like, pick out any shirt you want we're at Disney. And so I love Disney shirts. It's like a problem I have. If you look in my closet,
it's
a lot
a
of
healthy addiction. There are other addictions like
It's a
meth.
hobby.
So this is a great one.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
And so I think we maybe went there a couple times and I didn't find anything.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
this time we tried something a little different. We went to the Golf Pro Shop on Disney property near Shades of Green.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an area that's just unknown to us, as I'm not a golfer. She's not a golfer.
I like putt-putt.
But I like the polos. Disney has a lot of nice polos, a lot of Nike polos. But we heard that this pro shop was like the mecca of all the polos. So we made our way there yesterday.
Yesterday.
When you listen to this, it won't be yesterday.
Yeah.
But
Whatevs.
we,
Boy.
our cat is trying to take this microphone
Yeah,
thing.
if you see our light go down, it's Esther.
And so she bought me a hat. And it was like it's just these little gestures. And then
He picked out a hat. We went for a shirt.
I picked out a hat instead.
You picked out a hat, which is fine. Whatever.
It was a nice hat that fit my head. I have a shaped head that is confusing for hats. And so I found this really nice hat, and I was like, "This is all I need. This, I don't need anything else." And she's like, "No, we need to get you something else." And then later on, at the end of the night, I found this Christmas shirt that I liked, and I was going to buy myself something extra because I felt like it was just too much for the gift. And she surprised me and just like, "I'll buy it all." And I just remember like feeling like, "Oh my gosh, man, I know you love me," but it was like a gesture that really meant a lot.
Oh, so cute. Yeah.
And I just walked, we walked out of there. I mean, it was just a perfect experience.
Yeah. I do. I think we've been running a little longer than normal, but I just want to add that I found it. You mentioned this briefly, but when we would stop and say, "We're here, we're doing it," like sometimes you go somewhere and you're just like on autopilot and you don't even realize that you've done the thing you've been looking forward to. And we sat on benches, we had our little ice cream, we took our time, we sat in a new spot to sit. We sat in a new, but the whole point was we were really together, surrounded by Christmas music and the decorations and peace and happiness, and it's just a really special day. So that was our honeymoon moment of the week.
For today.
Yes, for today. Okay.
All
so, yeah. So thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Yes. So you can listen to us, Our Life is a Honeymoon, anywhere you get your podcast. You can also watch us on YouTube.
Yes, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Please follow us at Our Life is a Honeymoon Official, and there you'll see some content on our day-to-day. And if anything from today's episode resonated with you, we'd love to hear about any traditions that you have that maybe make your relationship or your whole family's relationship special. We'd love to hear that. You can email us at ourlifeisahoneymoonofficial@gmail.com.
And if you'd like to support the podcast financially, you can buy us a Mickey Pretzel on buymeacoffee.com/ourlifeisahoneymoon.
Yeah, we really appreciate that support. It means so much. And thanks again for being here, and we will see you guys next week.
Thank you. That's episode 6.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
In the books, yeah.
All right. Woo!
Yeah. Woo! I think the cat pooped. I thought it was your breath.
Well, I'm going to stop this recording.